Stories have shaped our world for centuries. From ancient myths to timeless fables, from spine-chilling horror to heartwarming tales, each one carries a piece of history, wisdom, and wonder. Welcome to Great World Stories, the channel where literature comes to life. Here, we explore legendary stories and mysteries from around the world, unravel their meaning, and bring them to you in a way you've never experienced before. Whether you love classic literature, enjoy thrilling storytelling, or just want to discover something new, this is the place for you. So, grab a cup of coffee, hit that subscribe button, and let's journey into the world's greatest stories, one tale at a time. Subscribe now and let the stories begin. The Tower of Babylon, a tale of ambition and division. Prologue, The Dream of Babylon. In the days of old, when the earth was young and mankind spoke a single tongue, a great city arose upon the fertile plains of Shinar. The people of this land, united in purpose and strength, sought to leave an eternal mark upon the world. With ambition burning in their hearts, they resolved to build a tower so mighty that it would pierce the heavens and challenge the domain of the gods themselves. The elders and visionaries of Babylon gathered in council, their minds ablaze with dreams of eternity. "Let us construct a tower," they proclaimed, "whose peak shall touch the stars, that we may ascend to the very heavens and be as the divine." The people, driven by the promise of glory, toiled day and night, fashioning bricks from clay and binding them with bitumen. The scent of freshly fired bricks filled the air, and the rhythmic clatter of hammers upon stone echoed across the vast city. Engineers and artisans, inspired by celestial visions, devised ingenious means to lift heavy materials ever skyward, constructing great ramps and pulleys to aid in their grand endeavor. The rise of the Great Tower. The city of Babylon was unlike any other in the world. Its streets were lined with ziggurats and temples, dedicated to gods both known and forgotten. The mighty Euphrates River ran through its heart, feeding its people and providing life to the bustling markets that stretched as far as the eye could see. The king of Babylon, Nimrod the Hunter, was the force behind this monumental endeavor. A man of unbreakable will, he declared that the tower would be a gateway between earth and the heavens, a bridge that would allow mortals to tread where only the gods had walked before. The work was relentless. From dawn until dusk, thousands labored under the scorching sun, crafting the bricks and mortar that would ascend toward the heavens. The foundation was laid, and year by year, the tower climbed higher, defying nature itself. It became a beacon of human ingenuity, a marvel that could be seen from the farthest corners of the known world. Merchants and travelers from distant lands came to witness its splendor, and poets sang of its grandeur in the courts of kings. The Shadow of Pride. As the tower rose, so too did the pride of its builders. They adorned its walls with intricate carvings, chronicling their triumphs, etching their names into history. They built vast chambers of gold and ivory at its summit, where only the greatest among them would reside. Some whispered that the gods themselves grew envious, for never before had mortals dared to challenge their dominion so boldly. Yet, not all in Babylon rejoiced. Among the builders, there were those who questioned the wisdom of their work. An elder named Asher, once a revered scholar, spoke of omens and warnings, of dreams filled with fire and ruin. "We build not in honor, but in defiance," he cautioned. "The gods will not suffer this arrogance." But his voice was drowned by the cheers of the masses, who saw only the glory that awaited them. The Wrath of the Gods. High above, the divine gazed upon their endeavor with wary eyes. The gods, who had once blessed mankind with a shared tongue, now saw the danger in their unchecked ambition. "If they are left to their devices, nothing will be beyond their reach," they murmured amongst themselves. Their unity grants them power, and in their arrogance, they seek to challenge the order of creation. We must act before they rival the heavens themselves. And so, in the dead of night, a great and unseen force swept through the city of Babylon. As dawn broke, the workers found themselves speaking in tongues unfamiliar to their kin. Brothers could no longer understand sisters, fathers no longer understood sons. Overseers shouted commands that fell upon deaf ears, their words turning to meaningless sound. The air, once filled with harmonious speech, became a cacophony of confusion. Chaos reigned as misunderstandings turned to quarrels, and quarrels to violence. The scaffolds collapsed under miscommunication, and the once thriving worksite became a battlefield of frustrated souls. Distrust spread like wildfire. Those who had once shared bread and labored side by side now eyed each other with suspicion. The unity that had built the tower crumbled faster than its stone foundations. Factions formed, each claiming divine favor and blaming others for their misfortune. In time, the people could no longer bear to stay. Unable to continue their work, they scattered to the four winds, each tribe taking with them their newfound languages. Families were torn apart, friendships lost, and the knowledge of their grand ambition faded into legend. The fall of Babylon. The great city of Babylon fell into ruin, its empty streets haunted by echoes of what once was. The tower, left unfinished, stood for many years as a broken monument to human aspiration. With time, the winds and rains wore it down, and it crumbled into dust, leaving only scattered stones and stories in its wake. Yet, the tale of the Tower of Babylon endured, whispered in the tongues of many nations. It served as both a warning and a wonder, a testament to human ambition and the perils of hubris. For though man may build grand monuments, the heavens remain ever beyond their reach. And so, scattered across the earth, humanity learned to live apart, forever reminded of the day they dared to challenge the divine. Epilogue, the Eternal Echo. Generations passed, and the once great Babylon became a city of whispers. Travelers from distant lands would pause before the remnants of the mighty tower, tracing their fingers along the ancient stones, wondering at the power and folly of those who had come before them. Some believed that the spirits of the fallen builders still wandered the ruins, seeking the voices they had lost, whispering their grief into the desert winds. In time, kings and scholars sought to rebuild, to rekindle the glory that had once been. Yet, each time the foundation was laid anew, it was as if some unseen force intervened, reminding mankind of their past transgressions. Wars erupted, cities fell, and empires crumbled, but the lesson of Babylon was never forgotten. Even now, in the modern age, the tale of the Tower of Babylon persists. It is told in temples and classrooms, etched into scrolls and books, a lesson woven into the very fabric of human history. It is a story of unity and division, of ambition and consequence, of the boundless potential of humanity, and the immutable truth that some realms remain forever beyond our grasp.